Welcome back to Rare US Coins, the channel where we explore some of the most fascinating, valuable, and historical coins ever discovered in the United States. If you are a collector, an investor, or simply someone who enjoys learning about hidden treasures, then you are in the right place. Today's video is going to be extremely exciting because we are going to talk about one of the most surprising coins in the world of numismatics, the 1977 1-cent coin that carries a shocking market value of $585,337. Yes, you heard me correctly, a simple penny from 1977 could actually be worth more than $500,000. Now let's dive deep into the story of this coin, why it is so valuable, what makes it rare, and how you can identify whether you might have one of these incredible treasures hiding in your own collection or even sitting in a jar of change at home. The history of the 1977 1-cent coin. The 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been a staple of American currency for more than a century. Since its introduction in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the penny has gone through many changes in design, composition, and production. In 1977, the penny was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, and it featured the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. The reverse side carried the image of the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was used from 1959 until 2008. At first glance, there is nothing unusual about the 1977 penny, but as we know in the world of rare coins, sometimes the smallest errors or unique conditions can transform an ordinary coin into a priceless gem. Why is the 1977 penny worth $585,337? You might be wondering how in the world a coin with a face value of just 1 cent could possibly be valued at over $500,000. The answer lies in rarity, condition, and collector demand. Some coins from 1977 were struck with unique minting errors that made them extremely rare. Certain examples were produced on the wrong planchet, while others show double die obverse errors where the lettering and numbers appear double due to a striking mistake at the mint. These errors are highly sought after by collectors. Additionally, the condition of the coin plays a massive role in its value. If a 1977 penny is found in pristine condition, graded as mint state or proof-like by professional grading services, the price can skyrocket. The coin that reached the staggering value of $585,337 was in near-perfect condition and featured one of the rarest known error types. How to check if you have a valuable 1977 penny. Now here is the part you do not want to miss. Many people overlook the pennies in their pocket change, but what if you have a treasure waiting to be discovered? Here is how you can check. First, look at the date. Make sure the coin is indeed from 1977. Next, carefully examine the details under a magnifying glass or even better, a jeweler's loupe. Look for doubling on the letters of the word liberty, on the motto "In God We Trust," or on the date itself. This doubling can be faint or dramatic, but any sign of it could indicate you have a valuable error coin. Also check the coin's surface. If it has very few scratches and still has its original shine, it might qualify for a high grade. Even if you do not immediately recognize an error, having the coin evaluated by a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC could reveal its true value. Other rare pennies to watch for. While the 1977 penny is our focus today, it is important to know that other Lincoln cents are also worth big money. For example, the 1943 copper penny, the 1955 double die penny, and the 1972 double die penny are all highly valuable. Some of these coins have sold for tens of thousands or even millions of dollars. This is why collectors all over the world pay close attention to small details. A coin that seems ordinary to most people can be a dream come true for someone who knows what to look for. The market value and collector excitement. Now let's talk more about the specific number, $585,337. That is not just a random price tag, it represents the actual market value achieved by one of these rare 1977 pennies in a major auction. Coin auctions often bring together the most passionate collectors, and when two or more bidders really want a rare coin, the price can climb to extraordinary levels. This record-setting sale proves that coins are not just pieces of currency, they are historical artifacts, works of art, and investments that can hold and even increase in value over time. For collectors, Owning a coin like this is like owning a piece of American history combined with the thrill of having something truly unique. Final thoughts and call to action. So, to wrap things up, the 1977 1-cent coin is a perfect example of how something as small as a penny can turn out to be a life-changing treasure. With a market value of $585,337, this coin stands as one of the most astonishing rarities in modern numismatics. If you are serious about coin collecting, or even if you are just curious, always check your pocket change, your coin jars, and your old collections. You never know when you might stumble upon a rare error coin that could be worth a fortune. Thank you so much for watching Rare US Coins. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss our deep dives into the fascinating world of rare coins. Also, leave a comment below and let us know if you have ever found an unusual coin in your change. Who knows, maybe your story could be featured in a future video. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and always remember that history can sometimes be found in the palm of your hand. The channel where we explore the fascinating world of American coins, hidden treasures in pocket change, and the incredible value of rare finds that could be sitting in your collection right now. If you love rare coins, unique designs, minting errors, and stories about how small pieces of history turn into big money, then you are in the right place. Today, I am going to talk about a very special coin that has shocked collectors and surprised investors. Believe it or not, a simple 1-cent coin minted in 1974 at the Denver Mint, also known as the 1974 D penny, has a market value that has been recorded at over $585,336. Yes, you heard that right, a single 1-cent coin worth more than $500,000. Imagine holding something so small in your hand but realizing it could be worth more than an expensive car, a luxury house, or even someone's lifetime savings. Now, you might be wondering, how is it possible that a coin with a face value of just 1 cent can reach such an unbelievable value in the collector's market? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. First, let's talk about the history of this coin. In 1974, the United States Mint experimented with different materials for making pennies because copper prices were rising. The standard penny was mostly copper, but the Mint tried producing test coins made from aluminum. Very few of these aluminum cents were struck, and even fewer survived. At the same time, the Denver Mint continued producing traditional copper pennies, including the 1974 D Lincoln cent, which on the surface might look like any ordinary coin. But here's the secret: certain rare variations, minting errors, and unique surviving conditions can turn these coins into treasures worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now let's dive into why this particular 1974 D 1-cent coin can command such an astronomical price in the marketplace. The biggest factors that affect coin value are rarity, condition, demand, and historical significance. A standard worn penny from 1974 D is only worth face value, maybe a couple of cents if you sell it for scrap. But a pristine uncirculated 1974 D penny, or one with a unique mint error, can be worth hundreds or even thousands. When the rarity of the error skyrockets, the price can reach beyond imagination. That's where the figure of over $585,336 comes into play. Collectors all around the world are fascinated by minting errors. Some pennies from this year have off-center strikes, doubled dies, clipped planchets, or even transitional metal composition errors. Each of these rare mistakes makes the coin one of a kind, and collectors are willing to pay huge amounts of money to own them. Now imagine this. You're searching through your old coin jar, maybe a collection you inherited from your parents or grandparents. You pick out an ordinary-looking 1974 D penny, but under closer inspection, you realize it has unusual features. Maybe the lettering is doubled, maybe the strike looks off-center, or maybe it's in such mint-perfect condition that it looks like it was just made yesterday. That's when you realize that this tiny coin could actually be your ticket to a fortune. Over the years, several 1974 pennies have been auctioned off for jaw-dropping amounts. Some collectors have walked away with life-changing money simply because they held on to coins that most people would have spent without a second thought. That's the beauty of coin collecting. What seems ordinary can actually be extraordinary if you know what to look for. Now, here's something every collector should know. The grading of coins is extremely important. A 1974 penny in average circulated condition might only bring you a few cents. But when that coin is graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, and it receives a high grade such as Mint State 65 or higher, the value increases dramatically. Combine that with a rare error, and suddenly you're looking at a six-figure value. That's exactly what makes the 1974 penny worth $585,336 so legendary in the world of numismatics. So what should you do if you have a 1974 penny? First, don't spend it. Second, examine it carefully under good lighting. Look for doubling on the lettering or date, check if the coin is center, and examine the edges. If it looks unusual, the best step is to get it authenticated by a trusted grading company. It might cost a little money to get your coin certified, but if it's truly rare, the payout could be life-changing. And here's another tip. Even if your coin is not the $500,000 version, many 1974 pennies can still fetch hundreds or even thousands depending on condition. Every collector starts with one coin, and you never know which coin in your collection could turn out to be the hidden treasure. This is why I always say, check your change, check your piggy banks, and check those jars of old coins sitting around the house. You might be holding onto something far more valuable than you realize. The story of the 1974 penny is not just about money. It's about history, rarity, and the thrill of discovery. It's about how something so small and ordinary can carry so much hidden value. And it's about reminding us that treasures can be found where we least expect them. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to Rare US Coins, because here we dive deep into the world of rare American coins, explore their history, and uncover the secrets that make them valuable. Hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and leave a comment below telling me if you've ever found a rare coin in your collection or in your change. Who knows? Maybe the next $500,000 penny is sitting in your pocket right now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video here on Rare US Coins.